Ooh, got boots today. I got 4-inch heel boots, and I'm gonna put a 1.5-inch lift heel in them. I'm about to be 7 feet tall in this bitch. Nice. Unabashed height boosting. If you're 6 foot, make yourself 6'6". Fuck it. When she looks down and sees you're wearing some clodhoppers, say, yeah, these were. What do you mean? These were $3,000. You stupid bitch. What are you talking about? Am I wearing lifts? These were $3,000, you stupid bitch. What? My $3,500 shoes? Yeah, I guess they boost my height a little. Whatever. I mean, whatever. I'm not counting in centimeters here. Okay, I'm too rich. Fuck you. But I love you and I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, Shy Chad. 5X a week gym.
The book you recommended last stream?
You got to get playful with it. And what I would be like the guys who do the scatter shot thing, which is approach all day, like Owen, Tyler Durden, Real Social Dynamics. That all conceptually makes sense, that if you're approaching women all day, that you would get more comfortable, kind of like exposure therapy or something, and you'd get better at it. But I've never seen those guys with a woman that wasn't a busted hoe.
Yeah. Quantity over quality.
And maybe I'm wrong about that. And also, there's they've I think back in the day, back when I was a youngster on the internet, they were like, "Yo, you guys never post videos. You guys never post videos. You got to show us that you're about it." And so they started posting videos of them picking up women, and it was at depressing ass bars and nightclubs, which is I could never be at one of those places for 1 second, let alone imagine what kind of dirty ass trash dog you would find there. I mean, I know some people have been like, yeah, I met my wife at a bar, and statistically, if they're in the upper whatever percent, that's fine, but I'm not going to go sift through a dumpster every night for 8 years to find the one girl that's there that's not a busted hoe. But those guys, I remember they posted pickup videos, and it's them like doing the kind of like talk that I thought was slick when I was in my first year of college, where they're like just like, yeah, I guess this place is pretty crazy, man. So anyway, you're hot. What do you think we get out of here? Like, just
yeah,
just idiot shit. Come on, man. Get me my screen back. So my suspicion is that practicing your approach on everything that walks is inane. That's my suspicion. Never tried it. Never talked to anybody who tried it and did a good job with it. I think what you should do is, my suspicion would be that stop. I wouldn't say stop jerking off. I wouldn't say you have to go that far. I think make sure you're not looking at porn, because and I don't see this in Rhode Island, because in Rhode Island, every girl that walks around in Rhode Island just got done with their shift at the yeast infection factory. Every woman in New England, when you see them walking around, I drive around, I have a car, I drive around, I drive up the streets, I go up College Hill, I go down Thayer Street, I go by the coffee shops, I go around the various little centers with shops and farmers markets and things. I look at the women. I'm driving. I rev my engine to make sure they look over and look at me so I can see their face. Hey, bitch, show me your face! Bitch, show me your face! Okay? So I'm evaluating. I'm looking at these things. And in the entire time that I've lived here, I haven't seen a single female human who didn't just get off their shift at the yeast infection factory that only hires girls with faces that look like lumped up pieces of bread.
It's true.
I went to college here. I've been here half a lifetime. I've been in New England a lifetime. And I haven't seen one woman whose face didn't look like a bag of beat up bread that's been sitting on the shelf. Except for Chinese, who all look like children. And they look like okay? So when we went to Las Vegas.
We did.
We went to Florida. And I said, oh my God, there's actually good looking women in the world. Wow! Okay? That's an aside just because it's funny. But I would say if you're looking at what's going to happen is your brain is going to be like a Vietnam War. The soldiers, they're walking around. They got trench foot. They got the water seeped into their shoes. And they got gangrene, had to get their legs amputated. They got blown up by landmines. They got flechette rounds, which is little pieces of metal that are designed to enter your body and do a ton of damage but not kill you, because if you're dead, you're just a casualty, but if you're severely, horribly injured, you are a problem that the rest of your fellow soldiers have to take care of. And imagine the worst, goriest, bloodiest scene from Vietnam, which would not be dying. It would be like confined to like a iron lung with your guts hanging out for the rest of your life. I think that's what porn does to your brain. And so if you were walking around and not in New England, because this would never happen in New England, you wouldn't be able to find one. But if you were walking around and you found a beautiful woman and you had a porn-addled brain, your like rational brain would be like, hey, that's a beautiful woman. You want beautiful woman, you should talk to her because you will get what you want. You will get family, good babies, make money, good life. Cerebral cortex would tell you that. But your animal brain, which would actually drive you, like your animal brain, when you see a beautiful woman, you'd go like this. Like you would be compelled, you would be compelled to go say something. That would be totally dead and numb because your brain is Vietnam War, horrific atrocity, landmine, iron lung, brain damage from watching porn. And I think that if you're in the situation where you don't have a porn-addled brain and you let your animal brain just take over, just make sure you don't spurg out. Just all you have to do consciously is not do all the shit you thought you were going to do. All you have to do consciously is just nope, just let it happen, and make sure you have the muscles, make sure you're not dressed like a dweeb, make sure you have been looks maxing or whatever you got to do with your face. If you look like me, fix your hair. I'm working on it, but I don't need to work on it. But hopefully, when you see that woman, if you have not been looking at porn like a silly Billy, and you've not been looking at girls on Instagram and numbing yourself to what actual in real life beauty looks like, just let your animal brain take over and be cool, and don't do all the conscious shit you thought you were going to do. Like just the conscious shit. If you say the dumbest line in existence, but it's unconscious. It flows from that like animal brain. Like, what's the worst pickup line ever?
Hey, you dropped something.
Hey, yeah. If you are like, if you don't look at porn and you just know what you know what beauty looks like, and this is, you can probably in your whole life, maybe this will happen to you 20 times.
Go on. I had a good pickup line.
Yeah.
I was at a bar. I was a little tipsy.
Yeah.
But there was two girls that were mildly attractive, and I was with a friend. Like he was shy, and I was a little tipsy. But what I did was, and this was unconscious. This was like the animal thing. I just pointed at them and said, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And they liked that.
Yeah.
And then we started a conversation. I was like,
bro.
But I didn't. If I consciously try to think of something,
Oh no.
I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Like as if they were ugly or something.
Yeah.
And it worked. Try that.
Yeah.
But that would be conscious now that I've already
Just
mentioned
have it just be, you have to be so ready to see beauty that when it hits you, you're so overwhelmed that your only option is to do the animal thing.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yeah.
And if you watch porn or if you're looking at girls on Instagram, you're not going to be overwhelmed by that beauty. You're just going to be cerebrally knowing that beautiful girl equals good, and you're just going to go give her some pickup. You're just going to go be.
Yeah, I agree.